Now, this is not ideal. So to avoid this happening, on my brand new power pack, I have some of this magic stuff that has set the internet alight, and I'm clearly excited. Sugru, this is a black one, as you can see, tells you there, self-setting rubber. On the back it tells you what it contains, so be careful if you get allergic reactions. And then you go for it. So how do we use it? First of all, cut along the line, nice and simple. And there's the Sugru. So it says to roll it in your fingers for 30 seconds. So let me just get that pliable. Hopefully that's the right word. It does say if you find that your Sugru is sticking to your fingers, use a piece of dry tissue paper to wipe them clean. So there we go. They should be clean though. I've just literally come out of the bathroom. So I give that a good knead and a roll. I find that I can't roll it straight away as it says in your fingers. It seems a bit tougher. Let's see if I can roll it this way. And obviously, with most things that gets a bit easier. Give a little roll on there. Give the surface a clean down, which, as you can see, is now all black. So I'm going to have to give that a good clean after. Interestingly, the next step does say to ensure the surface is clean. Well, it is what it is. It's clean other than the Sugru that got stuck there, but that'll come off afterwards with a decent wipe. But for now we need it nice and dry. And it tells us to push it firmly onto the surface. I guess if there's cracks in it, you can work them out. Push it firmly onto the surface, which based on this video so far is going to probably cause more black marks for me to clean off. We'll see how that goes. Of course, if you haven't got the black coloured one, you probably won't have black marks. You might have red marks or whatever you went for. Now they're trying to say make sure there's no cracks or joins between the Sugru and the surface. So I think I've attempted that. Now it's dry enough, so I'm not going to use the soapy water. I think it's going to be fine. You could get it smoother though, if you did a bit of soapy water. But for now, that'll do. And now it says leave it to cure for 24 hours. So there'll be no touching this or even cleaning this area until 24 hours is up. Now some of you probably already worked out that I made a bit of a mistake, but I'm blaming the Sugru website, and yes, I've learned how to say Sugru, and it turns out it's a Gaelic word. I should have known. Now this is probably not going to work so well. As you can see, it's all dry and crackly, but as I haven't got a fat lot of choice, I'm going to see if I can still mould it around my cable. I'm not too happy about this actually. I think this is probably a bad idea. Now the website doesn't say anything about the obvious moulding it around the object that you want and then leaving it to cure. I think somebody needs to sort that out. We're not all going to follow step-by-step instructions and just use a bit of our own initiative to do something that with this product is probably fairly obvious and what would probably be quite good. as if I got the white stuff, but I don't mind too much as long as it moulds in. It looks decent. Why they would recommend you put soapy water to smoothen the edges on something without giving you a warning about the obvious. For example, this, I'll never know. And as I've made a pig's ear of this, I can just tell you, so you don't do it, if you're doing the charger, try and get a white or a red, whatever colour you want really. The black's not too bad, I guess. Obviously what you guys will do is you'll mould it around before you've left it for hours to cure. And I probably have a bit of an extra task on my hand because this is slightly expired, it turns out. However, it looks like, even though this is not a perfect fix, that I may have something from this. So if that hardens in place, that will give me some extra security at the weak points on this cable. I may not have done it pretty, and you guys definitely will have the opportunity to do it a much cooler way than me, but to all intents and purposes it should hopefully save me a massive bill after a few years of use, although they last quite long before they snap off. So I'm going to leave that and hopefully it'll work out well. If it doesn't, well, there'll be another clip straight after this one.